What's up? Traditional animation today. No way I'm going to rig this shit because I want to have fun and I want to do this frame by frame because this is one of the most cool things that we can do, which is morph in animating gross stuff. So why not enjoying that gross stuff? Let me put some music and let's go. Wait, too loud. Play here and play here. Go. Now, let's go. So I have this scene. Let's go. We have this scene. Boom. All of these dudes and dudettes morphing between each other. Let me import the frame that let me name it frame. The frame from the previous scene so I can keep the continuidad here and being an F rockstar because I did a great job on the animatic. I'm going to use the animatic as a reference to start designing my poses. Let's go here. I wonder if the only thing that I can use with the rigs are the heads and that kind of stuff. But to be honest, dude, I'm tired of moving rigs. Let me take a break for that and start just playing around with this thing. Now, one of the things that I have to be aware of is the line thickness of the characters. Yeah, something like this. If I need more thickness, I'll put a note that will allow me to increase the thickness of these dudes and do that. I hear those things, but I've been saying that like crazy. So, cool. Let's go. See how this brush starts with those awful dots? I wonder if I can fix that with another brush. Soft light. Or also consider doing a rough pass instead of a clean. Yeah, so I can feel everything and then clean up on top, and then the clean up will take a lot of time, but I'll have more time to think about all this stuff properly. Yeah, so the animation is there. You have to add some frames in the middle. Okay, I'm going to start with this frame. So this dude, the head of this dude will be something like this. Boom, squash in the ground. And then here we have these. Is that or the butt? The butt. So the center line of this character goes like around like this and then like this. So I have to consider this shape, have this volume here. And then from here, I'm tapering this shape, making this shape something like this. Straight here, and this is like a curve. Here I'm going to draw the other butt. Boom, see? I'm designing these frames. Boom. There you go. And this arm all the way here. Bam. There you go. Now I feel like I'm missing a bit the neck volume here. That's something that I want to connect here or to add here. Boom. There you go. Now the ears is going to be maybe something like this. Like this. Like this, maybe. No, simplify, dude. Yes, something like this will work. So it's up in the ground. And this ear, I can make this ear interact here with this prop. Nah, too much. Maybe I can just push that ear, something like this. Boom, there you go. Kind of like that. Boom, boom. See how we brought this three-dimensionality? Now the tail is going to be here and then fall in here. There you go. Let's go to another frame here. This one here, which I'm going to just copy. Copy this one here. Boom. Then I'm going to reduce the opacity. Whoop! Maybe this should be bigger. There you go, something like that. So let's just work with this layer and this layer here. And I'm going to trace this dude. We have an S line here, we have a C line here. We have a C line here. Then we have this line here. Then we have the mouth. We have this volume. I'm trying to be very accurate, so then I can just trace on top of this and make cleanup. Teeth, 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 a tangent here. Let's move this a bit there. And then we can draw this other arm like this. This. I'm trying to put more pressure so I can trace the exact thickness of this character. So I can find later a brush to do the cleanup with the same thickness like this. Boom. Boom. There you go, and this nose goes around like this. Beautiful. We have this eye. It's opening there a bit. We have this hair. See how I'm using only simple lines like CSI only. Boom. Boom. Going around the shape. This line here. The piercings. Boomba. And the other ear here. Pound, 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 pound. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take these layer here, make small. There you go. Blang. See the difference? Now this character is in model, and we have these two frames. Boom, boom. Now that I drew this, which was supposed, the best way will be to start with that. I can in between these two, and just check the proportions, check the volumes. I feel like the body's super big here. That is more accurate. There you go, something like that. Boom, boom. I feel this is more rounded here. Pound, 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 pound. I can one line here like this, straight here, more rounded here. Boom. Now that I'm animating this, I remember a story. I was working with one of my mentors and eventually became like a friend. Mike, he brought me to work on a project with him. And I remember I was doing the tie down on top of his rough pass. And his rough pass was amazing, dude. The timing was amazing. He studied under I think he learned from, which is this animator, the name of this animator, the chubby one. Well, he learned from one of the goats from Disney. And dude, his rough pass were so alive, so amazing. And when I have to put my tie down on top, I learned a lot. But one of the things that impacted me the most was that he asked me to animate an umbrella of one of the characters that was holding an umbrella, and then the umbrella just jumps in the air and then falls again. And I remember he had that task, like to animate an umbrella, and I just did like a bouncing ball of the umbrella. Ooh, poop. And then he gave it a try. He did a new take on that, and it was amazing. The best umbrella animation I've seen in my life. It was like something like the umbrella was here in the air, turns, then falls, but instead of just falling like black, like I did like black, the umbrella falls like this, black. I was like black, 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 and then it falls. But it was super dynamic, super entertaining, and I was like seeing that umbrella and being like, wow. And then I met with him 101, and I was like, dude, I feel like shit. And he was laughing. Why, my dude? He's like, dude, because I made this animation, and after seeing yours, I feel like shit because you were able to do all of this with the umbrella, and I just this black. I feel so bad. And he was like, no, my dude, don't feel like that. And I felt the same way when I was in Disney learning from this dude. I felt in the same way because I was seeing his animations, this animation of this crocodile with the trumpet and all of that, and it was like crazy, 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 crazy. And I was like, dude, I feel like shit that I cannot do that. But he empathized with me saying the same thing that he said that he felt at that time. And is that super nice thing that now that I am designing these frames, I was like thinking about him and being like, oof, what else can this dude do here to make this animation amazing, amazing, amazing? But just not being like, you know what, I think this dude could be something better, but being like, okay, what will be the mindset of him to make this animation stand out? And that is something that helps me to put more thought process, and see what else can I do on this stuff. Let's go. Let me bring my character model shit. Where are you? School. Exit Chihuahua pre-production. I'm too slow. I had to move faster. Character design. She got me go down. Let me bring the rig instead. Library. Right to modify. Chihuahua. Call in B02. Boop, connect. Awesome. Now I'm going to use this dude to flip and find the poses here. Here, for example, I need a side pose here, so let me take all of this, move it here. I'm going to grab the side pose. Then I'm going to paste it here, and on top of this side pose, I'm going to design my other keyframe. Okay, this needs to be bigger. Boom, 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 boom. So I have to understand that the volume of this dude is super flat, but at the same time, I can play with the perspective of this. Being like, you know what, this part here will come here. So I'm seeing this type of Lumi's head around center line here. So this is something that I'm considering right now. Let me make this brush bigger. Boom, something like this. So I'm flipping to feel the movement of this dude. And from here, the butt shape here. Then here we can make a bit straight. The eye. You know what? Maybe the side post is not the one that I need here, but instead is the 3/4 back. Yeah, is this MF. Interesting. Maybe I can post this head like this. See? Boom. And then this leg could be something like this. And then this one. Boom. 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 The tail here. The butt here. I feel I'm losing volume on the body. So I'm adding more volume here. Now this is the base here, so this head should be at that point over there. Oopa, oopa. Bam, bam. Now I am going too low here on this part. Let's get rid of this. So poop here. This is the line. This is where the body ends. Here, this is neck, 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 neck. I'm being super loose. I don't care because I'm trying to find out everything around. Now see how this volume, I don't want to disappear because it's here. I just want to start moving this volume towards the inside. Boom. Boom. And this will start moving towards the inside. This will start moving towards the inside. Pack. Now, what I'm going to do is lower the opacity of this dude and do that. Lower the opacity and grab my brush again and start designing this pose. So this mouth, for example, I want to go like this. So it's also dragging the mouth. I want this mouth to be dragging here. I'm showing some teeth here. The volume of this head is going up. Something like this. I can even add some squash here. Why not? Like boom, boom. See that part of the head is squashing here by adding this overlapping line. Boom. Then this line will start drawing here towards the inside. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now the butt of this dude could be here. Could be here like this. Boom. See? Bam. Beautiful. Super rounded. This is one of the most important parts of the character, and I have to insist here to put a lot of attention and a lot of detail in the lines into being able to feel that butt, okay? That is something that I would like to encourage every one of you. If I die tomorrow, dude, put more attention in how you draw butts. That's it. Boom. Beautiful. Look at how it's turning. Boom, 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 blah, blah, blah. Feel it. And then here, bam. Oopa. Oopsie, boom, up. I'm losing some volumes on the butt, and it's very important. I can stay for hours here. And then here the tail. Maybe I can drag this tail. There you go. I'll find the overlapping action on this eventually when I start adding the other frames. Right now, I don't give a. Then here the body will go like this, and then this arm can start dragging or moving like this. See, so I'm thinking in perspective. I'm feeling this arm is going like this. See, boom, boom, boom. And this upper part is the part that is dragging that arm. Boom, boom, as it turns. This leg, also something like this. Oopsie. I love lines. Something like this. And from here to here, I can one line with the butt. See, whoop, beautiful. And then from here to here, from here to here. What can I do with that F? Like, can I keep it there? No, it doesn't make sense. So let's hide that leg towards the inside here. So bam, bam. This should be a little bit smaller. And this eye, that may be more rounded here. See how I'm drawing through? I'm going like this around this shape. And I'm making this eye being a little bit open only. And then the ear that is attached around here. Where is the ear attached? Is around here. So I'm doing something like this. Too thick. Boom. No, maybe an S, so I can feel that thing moving slowly, or dragging. This S line is saying, like, you know, this ear will drag, and this part is the thing that is pulling that leg, that ear up. See how I'm soft now with my lines? Because that's the idea, is feeling. If this part is soft, I'm drawing my lines softly. If a movement is hard, oh, I go like a crazy mother F, dude. And then I get rid of all of this, back. It'll be cool if I start adding these shapes, merging these shapes here with this part of the head. Beautiful. Ah, dude, I love this. I love these signing frames. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I would love to just someday log in and learn a lot about just character design. Sometimes I feel like I love more character designing poses, designing frames, designing characters than actually animating. But it's really cool because I'm able to combine both. Here. When I'm animating, when I'm doing breaks and keys, I'm not thinking about too much. I'm thinking about animation, but I'm also thinking big time about designing beautiful poses. And then in the in-betweens, I put all the magic of the movements. So I'm trying to keep the volumes here at the neck, because I was losing that volume. I'm feeling this arm is going to move towards the inside. So I can do something like this. Awesome. And if I don't like it, I can go back and change it eventually. Awesome. Where is the next frame? Bam, bam. Okay, Rick, get out of here for a second. I am attaching the head here with this. So this dude is, let me, battery 87, 64, cool, recording, perfect. So black sorting, and then it will be cool if instead of connecting or merging with the head, it'll start merging with the ass into something like, let me try to design that thing. Onion skin, get out of here. Buy drawings, only one, reduce this. So imagine imagine this dude starts to morph with the blood. So the head starts like rotating towards the front. It starts like rotating towards the front like this. And the butt is the one that is morphing there. And then we have this. We have this like this. I'm going to sketch something really fast to try the idea and see if the idea will work. But the bud is the one that is connect. And let me see how the transition of these things works. So yeah, it's like the bot is being attracted by all of this or connected by all of this. So it's like the bot, something like this. Boom. And connects with the bot of these dudes, maybe. Into something like this. That'll be funny, like to connect all of these bots together. Like the bots are the magnet that connects these dudes. And these dudes are dead. So yeah, I want to feel like the bot is connecting there. Okay, this rough pass already made his stuff here, his participation. Now on top of this, I'm going to start adding other kind of stuff, like more sense. Like for example, thinking this is a side view, and I want to start going that way and turning into a 3/4 view here. But where is calling? So black. Yes, so we're having the back here. I feel like the butt will be something like this. And we'll be merging with this other butt like this. We're having some stretch here at the butt. Too much. There you go. It's merging with this other part here. I erased that. Get out of here. So it's merging there with the butt. And boop. Now in terms of the oof, look at that. In terms of the mouth of this dude is going to be like this. This dude could be like, how this could be like. Maybe something like this, yeah. Maybe this is for sure and going here all the way towards the top. And then this arm, okay, the volume of this dude, the central and the volume of this dude will be something like this. So it's very important because this volume will translate here into this side plane here. And on top of this side plane is where I'm going to start adding the parts of this character. Boom. There you go. Boom. Awesome. Now. Maybe I can also start merging this part of the head. Yes. Something like this will work. Awesome. Here maybe I could do something like this. Awesome. Rig. We have to put the rig on top of this thing. So, come on again. Cafecito. 1 second. Okay. Cogemos ahora. I changed language. Okay, let's go. Let's go here with the 3/4 pose. And let's put the 3/4 pose here. And boom, and we put the rig here. And then on top of this, I'm going to use this rig as reference to design this character, or to put this character on model. I'll put it there, and I'm going to keep drawing on this layer. Let me reduce the opacity of these lines here. Boom, boom. Something like this. I feel like this should be a bit thinner. And these should be around like this. Beautiful. Here, the head. I'm going to trace on top of this small sheet. Yeah, it's okay to trace. Then I'm going to move all of this. Oopsie, I'm going to move all of this and move it like this. And just on top of this, let me reduce the opacity. I'm going to use this as reference to start creating more organic shapes on top with my own lines, with my own drawings. So boom, from here to here. Something like this. I'm going around like this. Maybe I want to boom, and then from this, there you go, beautiful, beautiful. And then we go like this, and then like this. The nose is huge. I'm going to reduce the size of this. Boom. Boom. There you go. Boom. Maybe I could I can stretch the mouth like this. To literally showcase that this dude is totally dead. There you go. Boom. Boom. And then from here to here. Now the eyes of this dude works in these angles. So that's something that I'm going to copy here. And literally copy. Piercings. But because this dude is looking up, well, the head is tilted up. I'm going to squash these eyes, but still add some more volume here at the top, so I can make this volume of the eyes feel volumetric, like in 3D here. See? And on top of this, I'm going to start out with these eyelids, something like this. Boom. There you go. Yes, it's working, dude. Let's get out of here, rough pass. Okay, I'll take care of those piercings later. Let me draw here through. Boom. Boom. Yeah, maybe more around, so this actually looks very 3D. There you go. Nah. There you go. I was like, what if maybe I can add some mucus? No, too much, more animation. No, get out of here. Maybe this ear can go like this. And this is something that all the questions that I that I try to respond here in these drawings are mostly from one of my friends from the community, Harshit. He asked me, how you think about secondary action when animating? I don't think about secondary action. I just draw frames that feels in movement, and those frames already have all the sense of secondary action that I need. It's like I am not thinking about the secondary action that is going to happen here in these arms. I'm just posting those in a way that it already feels like it have movement. I'm not feeling about the secondary action of this. I'm just posing this in a way that feels like movement. Or like this ear, for example. That will be also another thing. But maybe I can just do something like this. I wonder where can I put that thing so it looks good with the design. Maybe like this. Yes, I think over here will be the best place to hide those things. Let me move that there. So I can simplify all of this in a C-curve like this. No. Yeah, there you go, something like this. Okay, that will change some stuff around. I'll have to move some stuff here. There you go, this part will be open more, like that. And then this other ear could be something like this. I like it. There you go. I'll think about that other ear later. Now that I'm feeling this part is sliding too much here, but it will make sense. I'll make that make sense eventually. It's like I'll make this posing make sense eventually. Cool. So we have here. Now this dude is quite on model, and because here everyone is morphing already. There you go, boom, the tongue. There you go. Boom. I can create more volume here and then go one line here. Maybe I can be like this and start making feel like fat, like this dude is turning fat. Yeah, something like this. Now, wait. This goes like this. This goes like this. This eye is going to start going up like that. But instead of making that feel detached, I'm going to make this feel even more gross. Like this. There you go, now it feels more gross. More lines to animate, but it feels gross now. There you go, and from here to here I can squash these here. Boom. Boom. Awesome. See all of these rhythms? This comes like this, then this rhythm comes like this, and this rhythm comes like this, and then this rhythm comes like this. I am, boom, opening all of these spaces around to make the eye go around this character. Boom, boom. There you go. Awesome. Boom. See, I'm opening all of those stuff. I can even start adding some bubbles here just to make everything even more gross. There you go. Maybe. Yeah, this, like inflating this part here. Like inflating this part there. Boom. Awesome. Concha su madre. There you go. There you go. Yes, yes. Look at this part inflating. Fwah, fwah. Let's. Should this delay a bit like that? Nah, I like the three-dimensionality of that thing. So I'm deciding my key poses here. Pam, pam, pam. And these buds are connecting between each other. These buds are inflating. See how I'm able to change this or just to push this from what I had on the animatic? Here, these tie down presses or just rough animation here. To push all the ideas and even the entertainment value here. The bot is the thing that is going to lead all the connection, is the thing that is going to be the main connector of all of this stuff. There you go. So this eye, this shape, this three-dimensional shape here. This eye a bit open here. Let me open this. There you go. Then this part of the character is also merging. So all of these characters are merging with the bot. So these legs could also start merging here into one. Yes, they can start sharing the bot here. Yes, these bots can start sharing here. Awesome. No, continue. Come back. There you go. Here I can make this a bit more three-dimensional into a shape like this. Cool thing about being the same person who designed the characters is that I already know the shape language that I use for these dudes, so I can just freehand most of this stuff. Now let me think. The arm could be like this. Boom. And this other leg could be like this, creating a nice silhouette between all of this stuff. I can break these lines like this to make it feel even more gross. Yes, I can start making something like this. So it starts feeling like a mass. I need to differentiate here the bud, which is super important to make a distinction of what is a bud and what is the mass of this dude here. I like this thunder shape here. I can create more of a dynamic shape, making this thicker and this thinner here, so it's not that uniform. Awesome. Awesome. What the heck is this? I don't like this ear, so I'm going to try to find a way of getting rid of that thing. Maybe the ear can start, I don't know, I'll find out what to do with that thing later. And here, this dude is also going up. These characters are moving up. Like that. And this base is going to start spreading like that. So it's important for me to start that thing here at the base. To start making that blob there that is going to make these things stand up. And also simplifying that stuff. There you go, mother. I found it. Awesome. Get out of here. Maybe an overlap there. Too many lines here. Unnecessary. The more lines that I add, the more complex that the more that I will complicate my life later. Awesome. I like this feeling of this dude. Be like that. Boom. You know what? I remember I can one line this part of the hair. Nah, forget about whatever I wanted to say. I'm going to one line this with the hair here. Because the gravity, all of this hair will be pointing that way. And I'm already thinking about a 3-point perspective view in here, which I'm going to start on the next frames, designing these things going up to a bit closer towards camera. But all of these little hairs will be that way. Boom, sexy. That's another word that I like to use when I'm designing. Is this looking sexy or is it not looking sexy? And if it's not looking sexy, then give it a new try again, huh? Look at that S. Look at that sexy S line there. So boom. And from here to here, up. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. Kind of like this. I need to draw a perspective grid immediately. So this video is about designing these key poses, huh? So this is an in-between here, pam, pam, and then pa. Pam, pam, pam. And then this final frame is important. Let's work on that too. Black. This final frame is important. So where is the horizon line? Very important thing that I didn't work on at the beginning, which is the thing that I have to work on the most right now. This is the horizon line. So we're going to have some different VPs. We're going to have one VP here, another VP here. The VP is going to be always outside of this frame. Just if I'm going to push the perspective, I put those on inside of the frame, but most of the time I don't have the need to do so, and I cannot think about a way of wanting to do so. Well, there are some styles, but in this cartoony style that I love, that I work on, I don't need to do that kind of stuff. So life is simple. Make life simple. Make life simple. Pew. Now my other perspective line will be here, my 3-point. And from here to here, let me grab another color. Let's color this with purple. Bam. So I'm drawing these points here and these points here. Middle. middle, 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 middle. Too complex. Advance. Sometimes I don't like to draw too many lines. What the heck are you? Come towards the front. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm missing something. What the heck is this thing that I'm missing? No, it's there. Okay, I need to create another layer, add. And I'm going to create a box for this dude here. So this box in which this pose will be built on. Get out of here, doggy. Boom. The box in which this character is going to be built on, it will be something like this. Let's go again. Ah, fuck. that point should be down, not up. This is the inside box in which I'm going to be drawing this character, the next pose. So that means that this 3D point, this 3D thing that I added here should be here. Oopsie! Now it makes sense, la concha su madre. But there you go. You see, that's something that is huge and that I talk about a lot in the community that I build with all my friends, and is that I'm giving a lot of tools. There is in the perspective masterclass videos. There is a video in which I talk about how to draw freehand boxes in different perspectives, in all the perspectives that you can imagine. And another video just talking about perspective grid and how to see the characters instead of a perspective grid. And right now here you could see how I messed up with the perspective grid, just putting the third point that I needed on top instead of below the characters. And then I was like, something is not working. Guess what? We're going to freehand the box. I freehanded the box. It's like, fuck, I fucked up. That point should be below the characters. So then I just changed that. I put the point below the characters, and then guess what? Everything is solved. But because I have multiple tools that I can use, I can problem solve all of these things faster. And that's what I'm trying to give. I'm trying to pass that knowledge for everyone, to everyone in the community, to give them all the tools that I have learned over the years, investing more than $80,000 in art and animation education to them, to being able to like, all of these tools here are for you. So you can nerd out and learn all of these things, but learn them as soon as possible. Because we're going right now to play, and we're going to right now to play all of these tools into actual games, into actual challenges inside of the community to help you grow one-on-one and together with the entire community. And that's a perfect example of what we're doing inside of the community. Missing out, making mistakes, but at the same time being like, heck yeah, we made a mistake, let's continue because I have more tools. And everyone is helping each other under the same vocabulary of the list of tools that I gave them to help each other level up. If you're interested in learning more about gesture drawing, perspective, shape design, and finally understand to create good poses like this that you can eventually animate whatever the heck is in your mind, feel free to reach out, and I will schedule a call with you one-on-one to get to know you. I cannot be like a stranger getting inside of this community. No, I have to get to know you and see if you will like, if I can help you. First of all, there you go. So now I drew this thing, and this is very important also for me on this frame to start adding more depth into this. Oopsie. Come on. More depth into this base. See, for example, this base is something like this. I'm imagining the base of this blob that I'm drawing, which is something like this. But instead, I imagine that the base of these dudes is going all the way around like this. So guess what? All of this is going to be a mass of this blob. All of the mass of this blob will go around like this. See? Boom, bam. And I'm trying to keep my lines super simple. Super simple. Guess what? Now it looks 3D, isn't it? Now it looks like it's going in depth, like it's going there. I think these two are pointing towards the same direction and it's being super symmetrical. So I can grab this and turn this away. Awesome. Boom. What if I connect these two blobs like this? More animation. Get out of your idea. Boom. Let me clean this dude a bit. It's super messy. Because I will have to clean this up eventually with super clean lines. And the closer that I'm with my tie down of the lines that I want to achieve, the better. And clean lines for me is not more than just having clear ideas. There you go, see? And I'm using just simple lines. Drawing around, adding these teeth, drawing through, creating good silhouettes, appealing silhouettes between all of these shapes. This line comes like this, awesome. Let me make my brush a bit bigger because I have to press a lot. Oh, maybe I can merge here the ear with all of this stuff. That actually looks better. Opa! See, if I was not able to find a way of designing this ear in a cool way with all the stuff that is happening here, then I just continue. I move forward and eventually I find a way of doing so here. Get out of here. There you go. Now it looks better. It feels like, I feel like we're having this 3D volume here. So I feel like everything is going up in perspective. Beautiful. Boom. I'm drawing through all of these shapes. Erasing all of these things that I don't need. There you go. And saving, always save your files. You don't want to lose these things. Yep. Boom. Close the volumes here. Boom. Boom. And then here I'm going around. Found. Oopsie. There you go. And this shoop. See the type of shapes that I'm creating here? These super dynamic shapes. I'm not creating symmetrical shapes like this that will give me like this type of symmetrical rectangle here. I'm trying to push those shapes so it looks more dynamic. Let me put more thickness here on this line. Beautiful. Now I can get rid of this line. Boom, boom, boom. Now let's go up. Let's go up in perspective. With this frame we finish this video. Plaque. And I'm tweening. I am always flipped. I'm always flipping to feel the pose. Here I feel like it should be a bit thinner here. And here I can one line this with this. So I don't need this line here. And this will overlap like this. Awesome. I'll go back to that eventually. So boom. So this is the main thing, the bud here, the other bud here. Now that those buds, maybe this leg could start melting here. Yes, sir. Yes, super gross. Yeah, that leg could start melting there. This video is 1 hour already. Okay, let's go turbo mode. Let me reduce the opacity of this. Reduce the opacity of this. And I'm going to design here this leg melting. Boom, boom. See? Gross. Actually, I can maybe keep the leg on top of this mass here, like a cockroach. Yeah. There you go, something like this. No, I need this to be more gross. So this leg could be on top of this craziness here. Yes. There you go. There you go, la concha. Boom, boom, boom. There you go, something like this. It feels gross. Feels like everything is merging together. Yes, sir. Here, let's add that. I knew that this will be super complex to do with rigs. I'm glad that I started doing this traditionally because I'm able to push this even more that I could do with only rigs. There you go, we have something here. We have this mass going on. This dude starts to morph. Then from here to here, I can... You can even push this craziness, look. You can do something crazy like this. I can start opening this mouth like this. Let's see, let's explore something really fast. How? By doing our super rough pass. No. So poop, poop. His head goes up, up. Maybe also tilting towards the front. Boom, 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 boom. Sketch, 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 sketch. I don't have to feel as I don't have to get stuck here. Now the blob will continue into something like this. Starts getting closer to camera. Something like this. There you go. Boom. This is like a rough pass. Feeling all of this kind of stuff. To make every framework super entertaining. Something like this. Push all of this even more like this. Yes, this cheek will overlap that eye. This eye will boom, go like this, plat, plat, stretch like this. Boom. Boom, boom. To go like this. This dude will start going up too. Maybe the mouth could start becoming like this, like a monster. And this arm can start going like crack, crack, crack. Going crazy. And going closer towards camera. Something like this will work. There you go. And the butt is this thing coming here like this. Fun. So here, the arms could start going like this. Crack. Crack. Nah. Something like this. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Going like this too. Boom. Crack, crack, crack. Maybe I can keep tilting this a bit towards the side. Maybe yeah, the ear here can also be can also start smelting here behind this dude like this. Awesome. I have something there. There you go, and this could be something like that. Awesome. Something like this. So, and then here, move a bit all the way towards this side. Nah. Let's keep roughing now. Maybe screaming like this. No, low battery, everything is dying here. How can I make this funny? As a sketch. Maybe this eye can start melting like this. Yes, this eye can start melting like this because this dude, the eyes of this dude starts going crazy too. So here I have to open this, so the volume of this feels like this. So the volume of this volume of this feels like this. This mouth is destroyed here. Here we have this. Boom, boom. This is gonna be like, Yeah, I need this line to start going towards the front too, closer to camera. There you go, beautiful. Cool, and this light could start going also towards the front. And maybe being like shing, and then it can be clang, tung, being like that in the ground. But let's keep that more over here. Boom. There you go. We have the rough pass here. I can show this eye coming that way so I don't lose or disappear that volume too abruptly. Now guess what? It's time to clean a bit this frame. It's time to clean a bit this frame. I don't like this. Let me make this something like this. This hair is going up with this dude like this. So the hair will start tilting this way because it's not going up. It's going up, up, up. This dude is going up like this. I feel this is also should be bigger here like this. There you go. Let's compare this mass with what I had on the Animate. Which is better? This one. Let's see again. Yep. Now let's design this really fast, and we are going to wrap up with this. So let me make this brush smaller. Let me reduce the opacity of this, and let me take a sip of coffee. So here, no. Now also, I'm imagining how these dudes are going to transform when they become like monsters. And because I already designed these dudes, I can already know where I'm going to go. And I know that the mouth of this dude starts getting sharper. Okay, I need to change the eraser of this. I need a stronger eraser. Yeah. Come on, let me think. Keep it simple, Henry, keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it simple. I'm trying to track this S line from there to there. Adding more gross stuff there. There you go. Also the teeth of these dudes are going to increase once this morph. So that's something that I can also start adding here. There you go. Get out of here, get out of here. There you go. Boom. Now let me just go and look at the drawings. I don't want to see the BG right now. I need to see the rough pass that I did. And start designing on top of this. There you go. I have to keep the same count of teeth here. Boom. There you go, looks like a little bit like a Stitch. I want to keep this looking cartoony. I want to keep the belly there. Then this body will start merging with these. No, wait. This, I want to overlap this. Take this part out of this silhouette of the head. And all of these blobs start spreading here. Boom. The arm. There you go. Boom. Then here. Nice. Something like this. Bah. Pow. Then from here to here. There you go, simple. All the butt going that way. Boom, this arm goes all the way towards the front. Different lines here, rounded, a little bit straight here. This one super straight. This one from here could be a C, and then from here to here a C like this. Awesome. Then from here to here. Beautiful. And then from here to here, look at this beautiful silhouette. Bam! And then here, just a C. I can make this also a C going down, so it actually looks sad because it's dead. I can start also adding these teeth. Awesome. This is the center line here, so this nose will be connected here like this. I'm going to one line all of this with one C like this, and going around like this. Awesome. And let's keep this rose thing going like this. Boom. Also this part here is up, see? I'm pushing the same line up and keeping the same amount of lines. And I'm playing with those amount of lines. The hair. I'm checking this shape here. Poop, there. There you go. This other hair there. No, I'm not revealing the eye yet. These one lines there. Awesome. And one shape here, like this, connecting there. And then from here to here, this could be an S. Beautiful. And then I get rid of then I get rid of all of this. There you go. So from here to here, I can start transforming this leg into a nail, because this eventually becomes a nail. And these two. I can start adding this base here, which eventually is going to turn into a nail. This is too symmetrical. So I can start already adding this other shape around. Oof, I'm hungry. Then here, this will be something like this. Just simple shapes and simple lines. There you go. I can add some lines here to stretch this part. So I can show that these lines are stretching there. And this will come like this. And the eye that goes around behind, I can go something like this. Stretch these lines like this. Boom. So everything, all the forces, all the lines are telling me this dude is going up. Even this blob here starts also moving that way. Boom. Stretch. Stretch. Maybe just one line there. Boom, boom, stretch. Now, you know what? Maybe the same line that goes around is the one that is helping this sell the feeling of that is a stretch. Boom. Boom, boom. See, I'm using the same lines. Boom. Beautiful. Super gross. And I'm starting to squash these parts here and merge these like this. Hence it starts getting inside of the body, absorbing inside of the body. Boom. And then these lines, what am I going to do with these lines here? Maybe something like this. There you go, something like this. This is the bot. How these two bots merge together. I can just reduce the line into something like this. Actually, these two lines here should be the ones that connect with this bot here. Yeah, so this is one of the bots that are being here from. You know what? This should go down. I'm creating asymmetry between these lines, see? There you go. So we have this. Black. Black. These are my key poses. These are my key poses. And on the next video, I'm going to add... In the next video, I'm going to draw the poses for the other two characters and start in-betweening all of this craziness. In-betweening all of this craziness. Let's go back to the camera view to see how this looks like. See? Like, it's like... Plack, plack, plack. And then from this frame, we're going to the next one, which we are revealing the entire shape of the monster. And maybe I'll do some fixes on the other video in terms of the designs that I've been building here. Or even making this even more gross. There you go. Hope you like this video. And see you next time. Bye bye.